Hands up, my fellow recovering people pleasers. We are going to get real today on Business Unvarnished, and we are going to talk about what it takes to say no, why we don't do it more often, and how you can start saying no and why it will be good for your business. So this is Business Unvarnished. It is real talk about what it takes to make a business work. I'm Emmy McCarthy from emmymccarthy.com.
And I'm Stephanie Ward of fireflycoaching.com.
So Stephanie, we're going to talk about saying no.
I love no.
Is it easy for you?
It is now because I've practiced a lot. It wasn't always easy. And that's one of the things people need to understand about saying no is the more you do it, the easier it gets. Just like building the muscle, any muscle, it's really true. So start small and you can progress. But I wasn't always,
struggled with that. I struggled with it. And as we're talking about unvarnished stuff, I struggled with it right up until my burnout. I had a burnout in 2014. And before that, I just couldn't say no.
What would happen? What were you afraid of?
You can't say no. I couldn't do it. In my business, I could not say no.
And what were you afraid would happen if you did say no? Like, what was the fear?
So many things.
Yeah.
I think one of the big ones was that I was afraid that I was going to miss an opportunity.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That if I didn't say no to, if I didn't say yes to something right now, that opportunity would be gone and it would never come back. Like opportunities only come around once in a lifetime, right?
Yes, and
I know, but most of them, it's not. It's not a time crunch. It's not an urgent thing. It's not all the marketing manipulation stuff that we see out there right now. This will not be the last time that course is offered to you or that you can work with this person. But it felt like such
like that.
Say no and to say that's not the right time for stuff or it's not right for me. It was really hard.
That reminds me what you said. It was Richard Branson that said opportunities are like a bus. There's one that comes by every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
So fear of missing out. Like if you say no now, you'll never be asked again. You're missing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also shiny object syndrome, it's shiny, something new and exciting. Because entrepreneurs, we're always looking for the new and exciting. We're always looking for the new thing. The most exciting thing about being an entrepreneur is being able to work on the new projects. But if you're always starting new projects, then you're never going to finish anything. You're never going to build any baseline to get the time to do the exciting projects from.
Totally true. I mean, it is true. You can get distracted and also seeing what other people are doing. You think, oh, I should do that. So it's like the comparison and the shoulds again coming up, but you still have to say no. What about when people ask you to do something you don't have time for?
It's such a hard one. It's such a hard one. And it used to be that even if I didn't have time, I would totally do it.
Wow.
I would put aside my own things. I would crunch down on things I'd already committed to just so I didn't have to say no to someone.
Yeah.
There was this great quote that someone sent me on Instagram a few weeks back now. And what did she say? You don't have to set yourself on fire to keep everybody else warm.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Truth bomb.
So true.
Yeah.
And so many of us do it. You know,
Yeah.
we sacrifice ourselves just to help someone else out. And that's a good thing. It's good to help other people. But one of the things I learned when I started saying no is that mostly people are okay with it.
Oh, they're totally okay with it. But what you just said, it's like if you say yes to them, you're saying no to yourself. Yeah. So you are actually putting them in front of you. And so how does that work for you? It doesn't.
It doesn't. And it doesn't work for them either because you're not bringing your best self to them.
That's a great point too. So no one's winning, everyone's losing. And like you just said, the reality is most people are like, oh, okay, you can't, fine. I'll ask someone else, or it's no big deal.
Yeah. But the fear that goes on in your head is like, oh, they're going to think I'm a bitch. They're going to think I'm some horrible person.
Right. She's
if they know, they're going to go and tell people that I didn't help them. And if you help her in your core, if what you put out into the world is that you want to help other people, then being thought of as not the helper, that's tough.
Yeah.
Inside your head.
Right. And that's where everything happens, right? It's all these thoughts we have. I love what you were just saying about that. Like, so you're worried about what other people think about you. That reminds me of Miguel Ruiz, the book, The 4 Agreements. And one of the 4 agreements is don't take anything personally.
Oh my God, how do you do that? How do you remember all this stuff? I know.
It's one of my favorite books. It's one of my
the way you do.
It's one of my most favorite books. And and the part that made me really just go, wait, what was, we all know, okay, yeah, I know she doesn't like me. She said this mean thing. Don't take it personally. But what he talks about is the good stuff. Stephanie, you're so awesome. You shouldn't take that personally either, because that's not about me. It's about the person saying it.
Yeah.
And that was the big aha for me. So whatever you think about yourself is about what you think about yourself. What other people think is about what they think. So you don't take anything personally, and that will help you say no more often.
So you don't take the positive things personally either?
No, absolutely not.
Radical.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it was this huge breakthrough, because it's like, oh yeah, that's not about me either. If the bad stuff isn't about me, neither is it good stuff. What I think about me is coming from this. I can listen to what the people say. I can hear their criticism. I can hear their praise. It just doesn't change my belief about myself.
Yeah. Good. Okay. So if both of us have come to a point where we can say no, even if it does make me still feel a little bit icky inside every time I do it, even though I know it's a good thing and I do say it, what do you think was the tipping point? What's the one thing that would help somebody who's watching Business Unvarnished right now? What would be the one thing that you would tell them if they were about to start saying no to people?
I would say the good news is you can always use a buffer phrase. So you could say, I'm not sure, I don't know, let me come back to you. Yeah. So if you know you want to say no, but you just aren't ready yet, give yourself a little buffer. And if you're on the phone, or even if it's on email, say, I'm going to have to come back to you, and give yourself time to think it through, work it through, write the text that feels comfortable for you, or come up with the words that you feel comfortable saying. And that way you can come back and say, I've looked at it, I've thought about it, and I'm not going to be able to do it. Thank you.
Yeah, I love that, because I often find myself writing no emails for other people, because it's so much easier when somebody else does it for you. There's one of my clients or a friend will come to me and I need to say no to this. How can I say it? And I'm like, oh, you say it like this. Type.
Oh, that reminds me, you have this amazing post. You have to put that in the notes below. Emmy wrote this.
That went really well. Yes, how to say no with grace and kindness. And we'll put a link up to that. But
for sure. Because
that contains at least 4 template emails that I use all the time. It's kind of giving away my secrets, because now when people receive an email from me, they'll know that I'm saying no, but really nicely in a template kind of.
But that's okay. It's because the words are heartfelt, number one. And number two, there are people who are ready to say no. They honestly just don't have the right words. So that's a godsend to have those the template of just the actual, this is exactly what you can say. And then as the more you do it, you'll find your own words, and you can adapt it to tweak it to make it feel right for you. But the key is really just, again, I'm the action lady, is you have to try it once. So start with something really small and then just keep doing it, build it up, and then it will become automatic that you'll say, I'm not sure, let me get back to you. And then maybe when you'll know in your gut, this isn't right. And you'll immediately say, based on the plans I have for this quarter, it's not going to fit time-wise. Yeah. So thank you. And
that's so important. Right?
Yeah.
Your gut will always know. Your gut will be down there screaming, say no, say no.
Oh, no. Listen to your intuition. We'll talk about that another time.
Definitely. But if your gut says no, then it's a straight no. And you can say it nicely.
You can.
And you can offer alternatives. And
I was just going to say that. Yeah.
Twinning. Yeah, twinning always.
Twinning. So no, recommend someone else. Say, I can't, but I'll find someone for you.
Because most of us have enough of a network that we can provide a resource or a link to someone else, or say, I read this here, you should read it too, or provide and offer a smaller solution.
That's another great idea.
A lot of the time, it's okay just to say a straight no. It doesn't work for me. I wouldn't bring my best self to it. It's
right. Right. And just so, the truth is, people don't mind. You'll get better as you go. It's better to be true to yourself, because you're not helping anyone when you, and it could lead to burnout. It could be your downfall. It could hurt you and your business.
It can definitely hurt you. I'm living proof of what happens when you say yes to everything. It's not like the movie, people. Good things don't happen. No one's going to give you $1 million yacht.
No, and now to see you on the other side of it, flourishing and saying no, you're living proof.
Yeah.
And I'm living proof that you can say no and survive and be happy. So
good stuff. All right. So we're going to say no.
Nope.
Any more of this? And we're going to wrap up Business Unvarnished today. I'm Emmy McCarthy, and you can find out more about what I do at emmymccarthy.com, where I strongly encourage you to sign up for my Notes for the Curious, which is my hand-curated email, which I send out to my list every 2 weeks of articles about life and business and the universe and everything that you need.
And if you want to find out more about what I'm doing, go to my website, fireflycoaching.com, and get a copy of my free special report, 7 Steps to Attract More Clients in Less Time. And we want to hear what you have to say about saying no, so please leave your comments and ideas and questions and thoughts below in the comments.
See you next time on Business Unvarnished.
See ya. Bye.